So, seeing the Eight of Cups as the overall energy for the reading, immediately I start to question what is it that you need to walk away from that is emotionally dragging you down. The Eight of Cups is about moving on emotionally before we do physically. Basically, what that means is that emotionally you're already done with what is not fulfilling you, but you haven't walked away from it yet. Now, you are coming in. You are coming in with you, the Hierophant or the High Priest. I like the depiction in this card more than any of the other decks that I have, because this really talks about that higher spiritual understanding. What happens with the fives in tarot is all the shitty shit that we deal with. And, you know, back in the day, we would seek understanding and spiritual understanding. Why? Why are things happening the way they are? The Hierophant is also about a higher education, doing things in the traditional way, orthodox beliefs. And it's you. It is you. Taurus being a fixed sign, you know, it's a very, like, grounded feeling. A very earthly feeling. Now, what is crossing you? Yeah, speaking of spiritual understanding, the Hermit. So, yeah, you're definitely really going within here and getting a better understanding of your situation. Not only emotionally, but mentally as well. I mean, these two are perfect together, the Hierophant and the Hermit. The Hermit is about taking that journey that's going to feed your mind and your soul. And again, there's this heavy feeling of meditation, you know. What is emotionally dragging you down? Why is it that you're sticking with it? You know, when is the right time to walk away from it? Now, your conscious mind is focused on the Emperor. Wow, you guys are pulling some heavy, heavy hitters. The Emperor being what your conscious mind is focused on is saying that you are wanting to get your shit together. You know, this being the part of Aries is really powerful, but then seeing this with the Hierophant and the Hermit, guidance, like a mentor coming through to help. And this may also be like a father figure type that may be helping you right now through some of the difficulties that you're going through. But the Emperor is all about order, power, structure, and control. Getting control of your situation and getting control over what is going on in your life. I really feel like you're taking a look at the things that are no longer serving you, and you're wanting to get your shit together and walk away from what is dragging you down. Now, the subconscious mind is focused on the Ten of Pentacles, which is perfect for Taurus. Perfect. Seeing this in the subconscious mind is saying that you are focused on having that abundance. Absolutely. That abundance, enjoying the things that you have, looking to the future to see what you can do now. I mean, I love it. I love the Ten of Pentacles. To me, this is like the retirement card. It feels like what happens in retirement. You've worked so hard for the things that you have, and you're enjoying that abundance, and you're like passing it along. You know, what can we do now? And again, you know, abundance and the Ten of Pentacles, those two are like hand in hand. But the monster within and what you're pulling already with you and the Hermit crossing you is perfect. You know, turning those difficulties and frustrations into something different. And the past coming through, Justice. Wow. Look at the heavy hitters. Yeah, I gotta have a little bit of wine here. So Justice as the past coming through says to me that there's going to be some fairness and balance in your life. And then seeing the Ten of Pentacles there, you know, this could be a favorable, like, judgment for you. You know. Seeing Justice as a past coming through again it's it's not just fairness and balance, but it's also making amends for wrongs. But then not only that, but the wrongs that are done to you are being amended as well. You know, but I really feel like this has to do with you and you internally, especially with what you're pulling here. I mean, you know, you're getting control of the situation. You're really looking at what is no longer emotionally fulfilling you. And you're focused on that abundance, which is perfect. It's perfect. And there's going to be fairness and balance. I mean, you've got, oh, jeez, Libra, Virgo, and Aries surrounding you. And a man. Your next move, the Six of Wands. I love it. I love it. Recognition. Recognition for the work that you've done. Being applauded. Seeing that to me, you know, and thinking about with gratitude bringing in more abundance, you know, one of the things with this card too, with this deck, is saying that you have to be humble when it comes to the recognition that you receive for the work that you've done, you know. And gratitude, be grateful. Be grateful for the things that you have. But enjoy them, you know. Because what you're pulling here is saying that you're really taking a turn. Especially with the monster within. Things are changing in such a big way. But I feel like it has to do with something that, you know, you've started that just isn't good enough anymore. Especially with that Eight of Cups. It's like you're not messing around when it comes to changing that situation. I mean, with the heavy hitters you're pulling, phew, man, oh man. But your next move is saying to me that you're going to be recognized for the changes that you're making in your life. Absolutely. I mean, look at it. It's perfect. Now, the way that you see yourself and the way that others see you, and this kind of makes sense with, you know, kicking off the month and then looking at the Eight of Cups. It's like not being able to make that clear decision to walk away from what is dragging you down. It's like you have all these powerhouses around you and, you know, you're like in the process, I think, of being able to make the right decision. But here, basically, it's saying that you're like blinding yourself to what is going on. It's like, you know what's happening. You know what's not fulfilling for you anymore. You're just not making that clear decision. Because I feel like, you know, internally some things have to change first. But, you know, this could also suggest that you're coming out of that. You know, this could be a situation where you may have been, like, not wanting to deal with it before. But with what you're pulling with you and the Hermit, absolutely, you're changing things. And seeing the Six of Wands, you know, again, there's that recognition for the work that you've done to change the situation. In your environment, the Ace of Wands, you have a fantastic opportunity in your environment to go after your passions. I love seeing the Ace of Wands because, you know, the Ace of Pentacles is great, and so is the Ace of Cups, but the Wands, there's that passion and that fire and that drive. And seeing that in your environment is beautiful. That's a perfect opportunity to have coming through to you, you know. And again, you're looking to it. You know, there's the ending and here's this new beginning. And clearly there needs to be an ending with that Eight of Cups, especially with the Two of Swords sitting there, because it's like, you know it, you see it, but you need to walk away from it. Whatever is going on there, it's already drug you down to the point where now you're like closed off and really looking deep within about that situation, about what it is that's emotionally dragging you down. You know, and your focus is exactly where it needs to be. With the Emperor, it's perfect. Your hopes and your fears. Now, the Knight of Swords in this position, to me, you know, there's two ways to see this. This is either you charging in arrogantly, but I'd like to see this as you being brave and active. and taking that action to go after that Ace of Wands. You know, the fear there would be, you know, you going in without all the information, but with Virgo crossing you, I don't think that that's the case at all. I just feel like it's you getting away from it. Like finally realizing that you need to get away from the emotional junk. You know, the Eight of Cups, it's not bad as far as like, you know, emotional backing to painful situations. I mean, you know, it could have been worse. But it's saying that you already know. And with the Two of Swords, again, it's like confirming that you already know that what you have or what you started is just not good enough anymore. But that Knight of Swords is saying that, you know, you're hoping to have that courage to charge away from it and to charge into that Ace of Wands, you know. Having that clarity of thought and that ability to move forward on a new beginning. And the outcome, the Queen of Cups. Well, now. So, I have to wonder if this doesn't have to do with a person. So, the Queen of Cups is a water sign. This is somebody that may have water in their chart, but more importantly, this is somebody who is emotionally intuitive. And I'm not seeing anything here that is suggesting that this person coming through is going to be something bad. Now, as an outcome for you, as far as internally goes, this is about you being emotionally intuitive. But I really feel like this is a person coming through. You talk about mentors. You know, this is a good one to have. Especially with the Eight of Cups being there. We're going to pull a clarifier on that Queen. Who is she and what does she want? Oh, well now. The Ten of Cups. This may be somebody who may be wanting to provide some emotional fulfillment for you. Seeing her and the Ten of Cups together is perfect. It's perfect. And I think the Knight of Swords underneath her is like you charging into this situation. But, you know, I almost feel like I still feel like you're not doing it arrogantly. You have all the available information to you. Between you, the Hierophant, and Virgo, the Hermit, you definitely have all the information that you need to charge forward into possibly a passionate and emotionally fulfilling situation with a water sign. Possibly. You know, I look at the majors. I mean, you know, I see the signs that are around you, but when I see the kings and the queens, to me, immediately it's people. Those are people. The knights and the pages, to me, are the messengers, right? They're bringing the messages of opportunities, and then not only that, but the actions that may need to be taken. But when I see a court card, immediately a person. It's a person. And again, this is, you know, you like charging into a passionate situation. But it's like there's a part of you that needs to emotionally let go of what isn't working for you first. But it's like you're really tapping into something really deep here, really deep between these two. I love seeing those two together. These two together are perfect. Perfect. Deep meditation. Deep meditation going on between these two. And really thinking about, you know, the personal struggles that you've been dealing with, especially with the monster within. But you're being recognized, and I have to wonder if you're not being recognized by somebody for the work that you're doing. And emotionally walking away from what is dragging you down. And again, with justice coming through, to me, that's signaling you wanting some fairness and some balance in your life. You have made amends for your wrongs. You know, you are dealing with those personal struggles. With the monster within, absolutely. You are dealing with all of that. The Ten of Pentacles is saying that you have, the subconscious mind is saying that you have that security. I mean, look at the tens. Security and emotional fulfillment. I mean, it's like it's there for you. And it may be having to do with a person who is like bringing some emotional backing to what's going on. But the Ace of Wands, seeing that in your environment and then seeing her as the outcome, passion and emotional fulfillment. And you are like not playing around when it comes to correcting issues that may be going on in your life. I mean, and abundance. You have abundance. You have that security in your life. Gratitude, you know. You've tapped into that and it's brought you security and financial fulfillment. You know, and looking at with the Hermit, absolutely. If you're going to take some time to really meditate on the things that you need to change in your life, go outside and do it. Weather permitting, first of all. But being around nature and being in tune to the spirit of the earth, I think is going to help you when it comes to dealing with this. But these two are so minor. It's so minor compared to everything that you're changing in your life right now. Honor yourself, absolutely. And you come in with you. So you are definitely doing that. Honor who you are. Honor your connection to the source and to the earth. Release. Release it. Yep, absolutely. Release the things that are emotionally dragging you down. Release the things that do not serve your highest purpose, because that's truly what you are trying to attain this month. I love this reading. I do. This is beautiful. It's perfect. I feel like you're being recognized for all the things that you are doing, because these aren't light. The Emperor, the Hierophant, the Hermit, Justice, this isn't light. This is like really powerful. You are really, really like tapping into the energy of the universe and creating serious change in your life, especially with the monster within coming through. Because, I mean, you know, it's just acknowledging the fact that you've had some internal struggles. And they may have had to do with money. But whatever the case may be, things are definitely shifting for you, but you're doing it for yourself, which is perfect. And here you have this beautiful opportunity coming through with the Ace of Wands to follow your passions. And you may have a passion for somebody.